Please welcome Representative Ruben Gallego from Arizona.
Thank you. These days, some people call me Congressman, but the proudest title I've ever had is that of United States Marine. I served in the legendary Lima Company 325 out of Ohio. Deployed alongside me, the son of Latino immigrants, were Native Americans, African Americans, Midwestern white boys, and I know this comes as a complete shock to Donald Trump, but Muslim Americans as well. When we were kicking in doors, looking for insurgents in Iraq, we didn't care about each other's race or religion. We fought together, we laughed together, and we mourned together. Patriotism, service, and sacrifice, keeping your word, those are the values of the United States Marine Corps. Those are American values. Those are not Donald Trump's values. Donald Trump is a man who questions the loyalty of those who served our country without ever himself serving. That's not patriotic. Service and sacrifice, Donald Trump says about Senator McCain, he, quote, likes people who weren't captured. As a Marine, as an Arizonan, as an American, I am offended. When it comes to honoring the service of our troops, reservists have said Trump businesses fired them for missing work because of their duties. That's not just illegal, it's immoral. Instead of keeping his word to veterans, he's used them as an excuse to back out of debate, then failed for months to deliver on the donations he promised to those veterans. One of my fellow Marines called Trump University a complete con. I'd say the same thing about Donald Trump himself. Donald Trump is a scam artist. He is trying to pull off the ultimate scam, pretending he cares about veterans. Hillary Clinton is the real deal. She fought for the post-9/11 GI Bill while in the Senate to send our veterans to college. She extended health insurance to America's reservists, and she has a real plan to combat veterans' homelessness. Meanwhile, when Trump saw disabled veterans legally selling merchandise in front of his properties, he said their work was seriously downgrading the area. Let me tell you something, Donald. Our veterans don't downgrade your real estate, they upgrade our country. Donald praises dictators and insults our allies. His foreign policy would be based on false bravado and bluster. I know the importance of a commander-in-chief who makes thoughtful decisions with the most important power they have, to send our men and women in uniform into battle. We need a president who honors the service of our troops abroad and who respects their sacrifice when they come home. A leader who provides steady leadership and protect American values. We need Hillary Clinton as the next president of the United States. Thank you.
All right, folks, we just saw our Arizona representative. Now we have John Hook waiting in the wings he's right on the floor there.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, John, how you doing? So we just saw our representative.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's a veteran, so served in Iraq, so he could talk about Donald Trump and this veterans business, because Donald Trump has made it a real cornerstone that he's not only going to help the vets with the VA, but he's saying that, you know, he's the guy to help the troops and rebuild the military. So when Congressman Gallego is coming up the steps right now, we'll get it right now.
Awesome.
He's coming up here right now. Congressman Gallego, good to see you. How are you?
Good.
To see you. Well, that was a thrill.
That always is a thrill, yeah.
What was it? How do you feel out there?
It feels great. I mean, it's an honor to be doing this, and you're a little nervous, but just go out.
Let me check your heart rate. Oh, it's beating.
Yeah.
It's beating.
Feels good, though.
Hey, you took Donald Trump to the woodshed a little bit.
Well, he deserves it. I mean, he's largely been using veterans in a manner that's really just disrespects our values and who we are. It's disrespect to John McCain. And even today, when he basically asked Russia to go and cause espionage against another fellow American, it's just disgusting. This man should not be president, and really any Republican that's supporting him, especially in Arizona, should really withdraw their endorsement of him.
You're a powerful voice for the Democrats. Being a veteran, you can kind of attack Trump where he's really gaining some ground. Talking about the VA, talking about rebuilding the military. You say that this is bunk.
He has zero concept of how to do that. He has zero concept of how to deal with veterans' issues. What he knows is that this is a talking point. We don't need more talking points. We need somebody that actually is going to go in there and do the work. I mean, this man has zero concept about GI Bill, all these other issues that are really important to Arizonans, especially veterans, and it's just not going to happen under him.
Tell me what you hope this crowd gets from the president tonight in terms of bridging between Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton and passing the baton.
Well, I think the most important thing that's going to be brought is stability. We cannot have an unstable president like Donald Trump, someone who is unfit, someone who talks about cutting deals with the Russians, something that is against almost all of our foreign policy initiatives. He is unfit to be president. Really, again, if you are endorsing him, the people that have endorsed him, like Senator McCain and other congressmen in Arizona, really need to start backing away from him because this guy is dangerous to the United States.
What do you say to the voters out there who might say to you, Congressman, listen, we don't really know what we're going to get with Donald Trump, but we think we're going to get change, and we're not sure we're going to get change with Hillary. What do you say to those folks?
There's such a thing as really bad change, and there's such a thing as things that are just people are unfit to be in office. This man is unfit to be in office.
How do we know? How do we know?
Just look at his career. Look at how many businesses this man has bankrupted. Look at the fact that how many people are avoiding him right now. How many other world leaders are looking at him and telling other world leaders that this man is a threat to stability. This really tells us where this guy is going to go, and he will have in command under him millions of troops with the power to send them anywhere. And I don't think this country is ready for that kind of leadership.
One more thing, Maxine Waters, who you serve with, we just talked to her in the hallway. She said she's very concerned about the polling. She said, I don't understand. Why is this Donald Trump doing well? She can't understand it. Can you?
Well, it's our job to educate the voters, and if we don't educate them, then Donald Trump will win. We can't assume voters know all the information, so we have to talk to them. We have to be, real with them, explain to them what's going on, what we're offering, not just what Donald Trump is not offering. And when that happens, we're going to win. But this is not a cakewalk. We have to work all the way till November.
Congressman Gallego, great to see you. We're streaming back live to Phoenix.
Good to see you here in Arizona.
It's a pleasure.